Episode number 1, the start of a new journey. Hello everyone, welcome to the brand new episode of Trying to be Norwegian. So a brief intro, it's me Damian Joshua, the host of the show which you're currently listening, and if you want to follow the show on Instagram, Twitter, the links are given on the podcast show description. You're free to follow, and let's get into today's episode. So I was thinking, okay, now it's time to share my experience, and the first episode is going to be initially why did I end up coming here to Norway. So initially I was already in Norway here when I was like 7 years old, 8 years old. I lived here for a year maybe. I'm like not sure about it, like in 2007, 8, and I went back home because I did not like it. I was a kid and I felt this place was too cold. There's no friends to play around, even though I had like my whole family here, like my dad's side, everybody's here. I felt lonely. I was like, no, this is not a place. I did not come alone, I was with my mom, but I went back. I grew up in India, so this is the second time coming back to Norway. And basically the journey started, maybe this can be like, if you want to hear my journey during 2021, like during the month of May and June, like when COVID was a topic in India and my mom passed away and everything, so like maybe that can be a continuation. And my like after my mom passing away, it was dad and me all alone, and it was like my family's decision to take me up here into Norway and give me a better life. Next my dad will be coming up next. So I was like, okay, let me go first, let me get used to everything here. I was like very excited because now I'm like very much mature. I know what to do. I'm not going to go back, so I know like what I'm going to do, because even though I don't have friends or anything, but I have a lot of friends. Secret, nothing like that. I have friends and everything, but yeah. So eventually my journey started in, like, I remember like I started to process my papers during the month of May 2022, and I got an admission from Folk High School, which is like written in Norwegian, it's like Folkehøgskole, and so I got an admission from that. This school like basically was all about like learning Norwegian in a very fun way, like like the way the strategy of learning the language was very different. And yeah, I'll do a separate episode on that. It's going to be very interesting on doing that, but let me do how I got in. So I went, gave in my papers, my documents, like I got an admission. Like you have to go through VFS application center, so you have to submit in your visa application, do all the process. And I was lucky enough because I was going to classes and colleges. I was attending my examinations, my semester exams in India, because I did not give a gap. I was like continuously studying. So I was like shocked because like within a month, like I got a reply from the Norwegian embassy that I've been granted visa. I was like, what? So fast? I was like, no way on earth. I was so happy. I was literally on cloud 9. I was like so happy. And yeah, basically, so now I got a visa. So the next thing is like getting things packed. You have to start shopping, and I had basically like 2 months because August my classes started, so I had to like get everything ready within a month, maybe a month and a half, because it was a lot. I'm coming back again, solo shopping. I love shopping. I was doing clothes shopping, shoes shopping, important stuff. Then we had our family we had a family function coming up soon, so we had like a kind of like an order from from my family members to do that and this. So we were like getting ready with that, and I was like so happy, so excited, because I'm going to like reunite with my family, which is my dad's side. And going to see my cousins, because all of my cousins are grown up. Like literally when I was here, I was like 7 and 8. Everybody was like all around that age, like 10, 12, 13, we were all around that age. And now everybody's like in their 20s, and I'm also in my 20s. I'm so happy that I'm going to reunite with everybody again and with my family. It was like a very special moment. And yeah, like the packing process in India, I had to like process that. You remember, like even though one part of your heart says you're happy you're going to go to a different place, like everything is going to be different, a new different life, betterment, but still, there's a one part of your heart which misses your country. And I did not have that. For real, I did not have that. I don't know why. Like maybe in certain things I might miss my country, but for real, I spoke with everybody. Many asked, like, do you miss your country and everything? I was like, no, I don't literally miss it. I don't know why I don't miss it. I was like, I'm so sorry, guys, and they were like, guy, you have to get checked out, because no way you're surviving. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it's survival of the fittest. So yeah, I'm surviving. And yeah, that happened. And yeah, it was a very good journey, like moving, packing things, like having my friends over my place, getting everybody like to attend for a party, like a farewell party. It was very good because I had to shop. Like I was like in 2 different cities, getting the good clothes because we're going to go to a new place, so we're getting good clothes, shirts, jeans, socks, shoes. I think I had the best shopping life during those months. That was like crazy shopping. I literally shopped a lot, but it was like enough for me, because I'm like, eventually you're going to come here over Norway and you're going to get new things also. And that was a very good part. But the other part was like I was like gonna discontinue my studies and move to Norway. And the friends which I got for these years, and especially my post-grad friends, I literally miss them. Like, guys, if you're listening, I literally miss you. I'm like missing you so much, because you guys are the best, and even though I had like my undergrad friends, like the 2 guys, I like literally miss them a lot also, because they were also a very important part in my college life. And the postgrad guys were like the most important, because it was a very different phase of life I was going through after losing a dear one and moving on with your life. And you get an opportunity to go out of the country, live your life in a better way, make things straight and clear, and everything is betterment for your life. I was like happy, even though like it made me more emotional, because I was like leaving one part of myself in the country, and I was moving out. Even though my dad is there, I had to leave him alone. I don't have my mom, and things during those time I had to take decisions on my own, because I'm a kid. Like I used to get decisions, and whatever questions I have or whatever I want to decide, like my mom used to help me out. And like now, even though my dad is there, but still I felt more pressured in a way that it's you have to take care of what you're going to do. But that was a very good decision, because I know what I'm going to do. I feel like it made me to be more clear with what I'm going to do and everything. So this transformation journey was a long journey, like to process things. I had like a countdown in my heart, like, okay, we have a month more, we have 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week. The countdown, that makes you feel more nervous. Even though you're more excited, the nervousness doesn't stop. And you have to like tell your friends and dear ones and everybody that like you're moving to Norway, and that was a part like I really did not enjoy it, because it was like hard to say things like, like I've grown up there in India, and I have to move out, and it's me again. I have to build my own life and take care of things. Nothing should not go wrong. I get a lot of responsibilities. Now I feel very responsible. And my dad was always like, I was so shocked that my dad left me. Like, he allowed me to go to a country like all alone. I was like, Dad, are you okay? He was like, yeah, fine. Like, because I've seen you through a different way, and the way where how you handle situations in the past year. So that made me to give a confidence that you can survive anywhere. I was like, wow, cool. Finally, somebody's thinking that I'm good enough, like they did, like literally my dad, mom, they don't believe me, like, like, oh, he's going to like in a very good way, like, oh, he's going to like feel bad, or he's going to like stumble down. But I was like strong as a rock, and till now I'm strong as rock. Nobody can break me. So it happened. I was so happy that my dad left me, but I feel sad for him, because he's missing out so many things in life. But Dad, I'm with you, don't worry. Like, so I like literally, like, after moving back here, I call him like, I don't know, like n number of times. When I was in the previous school in Folke High School, like they used to like make fun of me, like, how many times do you call your parents? I'm like, it's a different scenario in my life and different situation, so I really need to be there for him. So they understood, because it's not like just calling once day. I don't know, I call him a lot. I don't know, I have like, except night, like every time I just call him. That makes me like, like I want him to feel that I'm near him, like, even though like, we are not physically present, but mentally, emotionally, that you're present. That's important. And I made it a point to do it, and I'm still doing it. And yeah, this is what my journey was like, a big transformation. I only can picturize things, like when you like rewind to 2022, during the month of May, June, July, and all those months. That was a month where all those months were like, everything was like golden hour, like you feel that the feel is like you cannot express, like it's like you cannot tell it in words. You only can feel it. Like, as people say, like, you have to be in their shoes to understand situations and everything. The same, like, you only can feel it. There's no words to say, even though there are things which happen, like there are sad moments, happy moments, leaving out friends, family, not family, friends. Family is only my dad. That's very important. Yeah, family. He's my dad, obviously, duh. So that was, I was like, but life in India is so different from the life in Norway. I can really tell that. So Western, I'm in the place, I'm in a matured state, so the difference of how Indian life and a Norwegian life is, and to get accustomed to things, it was it's kind of hard, but it was a gradual and a slow process. And now we fast forward, okay, shopping done, everything is done. Now it's a farewell time. My friends had a very big farewell at my place. I invited everybody, and they did the decorations and everything, and we provided the food, and we were like, I don't know, like 10 to 12, 15 guys invited to my place. And yeah, it was a full-on party, literally a full-on party. Everything was like, as I dreamed. And we celebrated my dad's 50th birthday, because 2022 October he turns 50. So it was like a farewell come 50th birthday. Actually, I planned for a 50th birthday, but my friends made it a 2 plan. I was like, wow, guys, you literally hid these things from me. You didn't even like tell anything, all like, you guys are going to do this. I'm like, wow, okay. That was a surprise for me because like that's a farewell, like, yeah. And it was a very good party. We drank, not drinking, guys, no, like, disclaimer, like, I'm not encouraging anybody to drink, like, everything happened, but like, I was like, I'm a teetotaler, I don't drink, yeah. So like, we have like, that's very normal here, like, you're 20 plus, so it doesn't really matter. And it was a very good time. After farewell, after I think we had like in between a week, and we like, I was like meeting friends, and like, like we became very close, like, like every moment we're going to spend together. And yeah, the last day came. I had to leave my hometown and had to go to the capital of my state, Chennai. So I have to take my flight from there. So I don't have flights from here, from Trichy, because I basically lived in Trichy. I had to take a train, go to Chennai, had a few days of stay, met my extended family members, my friends over there also. And yeah, I remember August 17th, I'm sure August 17th, I took a flight from Chennai direction towards Norway. I was like, okay, like, I feel like this is my perspective. I was like a bird let out of its cage. Like, I felt it. Like, I was like, wow, this is freedom now. Even though like you're in your own country, I was like, I had freedom, everything was there, but this freedom like hit different. It was a different freedom which came. I was like, I can sense the smell, or I can feel the word of freedom. I was so happy. The journey was very tiring. I had to be on the flight for 16 hours, like transits, wait time, transits, get on, take your luggage. It was a lot, but yeah, I enjoyed the journey. That was a perfect journey. I totally enjoyed it. Came home, my relatives, they picked me up from the airport, from Oslo airport, and I was like, wow. It was like, I think it was August, it was like end of summer, and we start autumn from September, so it was kind of chill during the nights, but the days were like long because the sun was up. But I did not get to experience the full midnight sun or anything like that, but we're going to talk that in the later episodes, so I don't want to dive into all those things right now. After I landed in Oslo, got on, my relatives took me to their place, everything got, we had to prepare, because in literally like I had to like travel another 400 kilometers from Oslo to a different place where my school is, where I got admission in the school. So I had to like travel there, and 3 days spent, good time, met all of my other relatives, had good food, and it was time to leave Oslo and go to my school. And I was like, okay, now the real game begins. You know why? Because I'm going to be all alone. No relatives close to me, or nobody close to me. I have to be all alone, thinking, doing things on my own. But I think I was like very responsible, and I'm still responsible. I am, and I will be. I'm responsible, basically. I felt like the responsibility became too much, but yeah, it was good. Folke school started. My journey went on very good there. Every day was like perfect. Helping out, doing things, learning the language. Learning the language is so good, and I loved it. Like learning the language, talking the language, like people around helping me. That was very perfect. So this is how I started my journey in Norway. And the next episode, you're gonna see about, it's gonna be about exploring Norway. So yeah, that's going to be a part of Folkehøgskole. So Folkehøgskolen, like folk high school. So I'm going to talk about that more and how I explored Norway, like what were the activities we did in school. That's very important to know. So now it's time for me to go, and you can listen to the episode 2 next. So see you there. Bye.